Welcome to the YouTube channel of me, Ugly Wretch. Like, comment, and subscribe. Or else.
Okay, so we're going to review... hang on. No, not that one. This one. Transformers Rise of the Beast Mainline Deluxe Bumblebee. Yeah, let's just bring that one back out. This is the fast action battle whatever. They're very similar, aren't they? Let's be honest. There are a lot of similarities, and we'll get onto that. But it's like... Bumblebee in the film was his Camaro, and then they armoured it up and gave him a roll cage and all this kind of stuff. And this big bumper. But this doesn't actually have much of the roll cage, it's just got the window and this bit on the front. Whereas the fast action battle, whatever it is, has got the proper roll cage and everything else. So it's like... Is this part way through the conversion? What's the plan? It's got the... what is supposed to be like a spare tyre stuck between the... Spoiler, it's not really, it's storing the feet, but it's just a little bit weird, you know what I mean? Like, that this is a bit more accurate than this, but this is the main line, and, well, they skipped a lot of things for the main line. But it's a nice enough looking Camaro, you know, it looks fine. The yellow, obviously, isn't as bad off camera. Kinda. Yeah, without a giant spotlight on it. But it looks okay, it's nice enough, little Autobot symbol. I wish these stripes went on the yellow piece, and maybe over the top, but it's fine, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, this is where the problems start coming in, because if you look underneath, those are the feet, those are the arms, and there might be like 0.5 millimeter ground clearance. I'm not sure if that's actually sliding or rolling. One of these wheels, I don't think... Yeah, that one. Really stiff. Don't know why. So, it's probably not rolling because of that one. Have I got oil handy? I have. Give me a second. Okay, so I've actually oiled it, as you can see from the shininess, and still really tight. So, this figure will never roll. Size comparison, where are we? Legacy Medics. So... yeah, it's a deluxe. Not much more can be said about it. So, right, transformation. First of all, we're going to take this thing off. It's got those two little slots there and these two little tabs. This is kind of the bane of my existence. I don't like that thing. But you have to kind of like this, and you'd have to trim that off and paint the... I think the bumper's still kind of molded in there. Yeah, you could still paint that up if you wanted to and just not have it. Dealer's choice. Right, so we're going to come to the side, we're going to pop the wheels loose, there's a slot there, tab there, pop that loose with the one that doesn't like to roll at all. I'm going to get this middle piece, and we're going to get it loose, and fold it all the way back. And we'll just get these sort of out of the way for now. Bring the camera up a bit. Okay. We're going to come underneath here, and we're going to untab the arms. There's a tab there and a slot in the back of the arm. Do it this side, untab, and you might be thinking, hey, those arms are different colours. Yeah, we'll get to it, don't worry about it. At which point we might as well just rotate the arms out at the grey shouldery piece. Rotate it around. Try not to get caught when you're doing it. There you go, that's better. Okay, and now we need to pop the doors loose. There's a translucent tab there that goes into the thigh swivel slot. And there's this little piece that sort of vaguely goes... Well, there's that tab that goes into a slot there, sorry. But it's, you know. Get those loose. I'm going to pop the feet loose. There are these slots there in the silver and tabs in there. Okay. There, it's done. What do you think? Alright, fine. We're going to bring this out. There's a yellow double hinge there. Bring it out. Rotate the waist around. And then we are going to fold this whole section, double hinge up to about there. And now we just need our big hinge through the middle there. to drop this whole front section over. That tab goes into that slot, but not very well. You need to put it in there. And this is where it gets a bit weird. Do we slide it up? Do we bring it down? Where does it go? I'm guessing down. And then we bring this, and it should stay there. I don't know why this is a separate piece. Like, it should just come with. But, c'est la vie. Now you basically flip the feet down. And now we just fold these wheels onto the back like that. And that is Bumblebee, Mainline, Rise of the Beasts, Deluxe, in his robot mode. And he looks okay. Like, in all seriousness, he looks fine. He's recognisable movie Bumblebee. He's got aspects from the other films, like the Bumblebee movie with the rounded feet and stuff like that. Little faux chest. Yeah, because it is most of the chest. It's just the middle piece is nicely painted. He looks alright. Backpack is, well, it's there, but it's not the worst we've ever seen. The wheels in the middle actually look quite nice. Back of the doors are moulded, translucent. They look very pretty, I guess. The head desperately needs some colour. If it had some colour, just to pick out the giant yellow blob, it would actually work way better. So I may or may not do that at some point. But he looks alright. Ball joint hip, swivel, little bit covered because of this hip covering, but it's fine. Knee, it's kind of like a soft ratchet, but you get 90 degree out of it. The foot is on this weird L-shaped hinge, so it'll go all the way around, and then won't go out to the side, but will go in, like all that way. So the legs are alright, we like the legs. Again, could do with some paint, like especially on the feet. Shoulders, ball joint, swivel, elbow, and on this one at least, hand rotation. The other one, exact same, stupid things stay together. Exact same apart from the arm, and that's where the action gimmick comes in. And we'll get to that in a bit. Head is on a ball joint, but it's very buried in there. And for some reason, the panel just keeps popping up. And the doors, you can sort of wiggle a little bit. But all in all, he's not the worst Bumblebee we've ever seen. Do you want to see the arm gimmick, or do you want to see the weapon? Let's see the weapon. This thing, right. Now, the only storage I've found is if you come here and you actually lift this out of it, you can store it straight back on the pegs it was for vehicle mode. That's the only one I've found. If you know a better one, let me know. Because that now means it's stuck like that, and the wheels are stuck like that, and it's not the best, but it's something you can do. We'll pop this off. What you do is you get this thing, and you pull it in half. Then it makes a pair of stabbers, which don't look very good, but you know, it's what you're given. So we put them in his hands. And he's got this really awkward, short, not very useful pair of stabbers. Like, that one might not be so bad, but this one, as you try and stab something, it's going to hit this bar, so like, why? They're not very good. But we'll take them and throw them over there. Haha, go away, stupid stabbers. And we'll get on to his main kind of weapony gimmick. If this will stay... I've already tightened this hole once, but I'll need to do it again, because like... Or is it supposed to stay like that? You know, like the hinge, you can move it around and do stuff. Like, is it supposed to be like that? Is it supposed to be like that? Give me a clue, guys. If you come here and you wriggle the arm out, you can then rotate it over, or under, I guess, and close it back in. Now he has arm cannon, which is unfortunately completely black and the details lost. But it might be blast effect compatible, if you care about that. So that's kind of neat. I'm undecided if that needs to be painted yellow or if this needs to be painted black, so they're symmetrical. Undecided. But you see, a lot of this, again, has been done on this. Like, the feet are very similar, the waist transformation is very similar, everything is very, very similar to this. It's like this has just been upscaled slightly into this, which is weird. But sadly, even the arm cannon, and the dogs are being idiots downstairs, so I need to hurry up, is way better on this one. It's a shame, because like this isn't a bad figure. I haven't got the Studio Series one. Maybe I'll get it at some point. But it's not a bad figure, it's just kind of, they cut a lot of corners, you know? Size comparison, where is it? Legacy crankcase. So, Bumblebee is in fact a deluxe. But we knew that already, didn't we? But yeah, I actually quite like it. I you know, maybe it's my underdog senses making me feel sorry for him. That is quite a possibility. But he's not a bad figure. If you got him cheap, because like I say, I got this and two others in a bundle on Vinted. So, I'm not against him. But now I'm free to put some paint on him because I've already reviewed him. Haha, maybe this will be a custom at some point and I'll show you guys. But I'm going on holiday first, so I don't care. And on that point, I should be ugly, I should be wretched. I shall see all of you in the next one. Bye-bye now.
Like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all come back now, you hear?